Hi, this is Becca. Welcome to my channel. This reading is going to be about the full moon, the upcoming full moon, which is going to be on February the 9th. It will be the 8th in some areas of the world, depending where you are. But here in the UK, it's going to be on the 9th in the morning. And I'm going to do a reading tapping into the energies around this full moon and how we can best make use of this energy, which it starts to build up maybe a couple of days before, 2 or 3 days before, you can start to feel this energy and anchor in this energy and work with the energy. So this is going to be guidance and messages coming in that will help us to see how we can align ourselves with this current time. Okay. Because the full moon is going to be in Leo, Leo represents kind of, it's a fire sign, it's being confident, it's being open, gregarious, being in the spotlight, showing off your talents, letting your light shine through, being authentically you and enjoying being you in complete confidence, and having that intention of letting down your defenses in a way and enjoying the moment, enjoying yourself, enjoying who you really are and what your talents are. And I feel for so many of us, this is going to be really shedding a light on your personal talents, what really, where you really excel naturally, and where you've maybe been hiding that and not expressing it fully. So I feel this energy coming in will really give you that motivation and inspiration to take that leap, to really stand in your power and stand in your authentic. It's that letting go and wearing your heart on your sleeve energy. Right, so we have this like stable energy coming in. We've got the Four of Wands. Within a relationship, this could represent deep commitment and marriage, and this is about building a foundation. So this is the first card to come out. So for many, you may be finding that solid ground to anchor in your life within a relationship, or just merging yourself, your inner self, and creating that stability within yourself, from which you can really build from, and lay like solid goals and aims in an authentic way about from the truths that you've come to realize and own, of who you really are and what you really want to achieve in terms of your own contentment, fulfillment, and happiness, and what that really means to you. Because with the King of Cups, this, of all the archetypes, this is someone who's not afraid to live from his heart and live from his emotions, and not necessarily living from your emotions, but you're not letting like your mind control you. You have that healthy balance where you're quite happy and confident in expressing your love and your true nature as a human being. And this is about pure enjoyment and being open and honest and loving. And it's where you're channeling that energy in your life. Are you channeling these emotions towards something stable and long lasting that truly aligns with your true soul path? Or are you scattering your emotions, which just leaves confusion? Because there's also this kind of defensive energy, but it's also mixed with this kind of hero's journey, which speaks of a lot of challenges that have been surmounted this far, but it's left like an impression, it's left a kind of scar of being defensive in a way and having your guard up. So in order to actually receive this energy and be receptive and to be able to let your true heart's intention and your feelings flow with ease, we need to release this emotion. We need to release this frame of mind which is based on fear, and which doesn't actually have any grounding in the here and now, because it's as a secondary emotion from something that's happened in the past. So this energy will give you this extra push and inspiration and motivation to let your defences down and just step out bravely in order to begin this new chapter. Because we have a lot of manifestation energy coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. So what you have seeded, what you have put out there as an intention, consciously or subconsciously in the last month, this is beginning to seed now. With every full moon, it's the culmination. So you may see some manifestation around this time of something which you have been focusing on. So, and the strength of this manifestation and the substance will be dependent on your own soul's growth, and if a foundation that aligns with your true journey and your true authentic soul purpose, if that was the focus. Because anything else will lead you down a kind of false path, or it won't be something of substance that you're manifesting. It will be more like illusory. Right, connected to this also is the King of Swords. So this is a strong energy of clarity and directness and intellect and the truth. So we've got these two kings almost circling the foundation here. So it's saying that we need to adopt both of these archetypal qualities, which is living in your heart, opening your heart, being unafraid to be authentic in your feelings and your emotions, and at the same time it's about having the strength to communicate and to live in your truth and to speak your truth and to know your truth and own your truth, and to acknowledge what it is that you want to achieve, and to acknowledge who you really are and what you really want and how you are going to achieve this or set out to achieve this. So it's like, in a way it's the opposite, because it's like the intellect and the reason and the heart and the feelings, but we have to merge these together to be truly balanced to achieve this Four of Wands. This is a foundation, and it's like, it could be opposites, but they have to balance. It's like the female and the male energy. In order to get this union within ourselves or within another in a relationship, you have to perfectly balance these energies. There has to be this honest communication and acknowledgement of your truth from an intelligent standpoint, and there has to also be the acknowledgement of your feelings and where your heart speaks and what your heart speaks of. So it's merging these two together to really have a healthy existence in yourself. Otherwise we're out of balance, because when we're all in the intellect, we abandon our nature as a loving person. We are as humans, love is the most important thing. We were created from love, and that has to be something we live in ultimately. So if you're all in your reason and intellect, you're harming your soul. You need to find that balance. Equally, if you're just always in your emotions, you will be unbalanced, because you need to have that. You need to use your intellect, and you need to set your boundaries, and you need to be yourself. You need to be authentic. You can't be that off balanced in either direction. So this will give you the right. This will give you the right driving force to recognise where you're out of balance, and to be able to leave that and kind of release this old energy, because I see a lot of people releasing, and this has been building up since the new moon we had over the last month. We have been recognizing where we are giving ourselves in the wrong direction, and where we're not being true to and respecting our own authentic heart and valuing our energy and our time. So this is saying to really step up, because Leo is all about being in the spotlight and recognizing yourself for the unique individual that you really are. So we're going to have that strength and that illumination, which will show us our mirror image in a beautiful, unique way, because there's no one else like us. We're the only person that will be us in every unique and quirky way. We are completely 100% unique, and we need to honour ourselves more. And this isn't about being egotistical. This is shining our light from a space of self-love and real authenticity and soul love, and and it's about recognising each other in that light as well, and not being threatened by other people's beauty or success, but acknowledging that and admiring it in each other. It's about cheerleading for our fellow humans. There's space for us all. We don't need to compete. We all have our own light, and it comes from within. We can all light ourselves up. We don't need validation from other people, and we don't need to feel that if someone else has that light, that it's somehow taken away from us. No, it's the opposite. When you honour someone and really admire someone's light, it kind of makes your own light shine even brighter. So it's important to think that, to remember that, and to cheer other people on around you, because when you give your respect and admiration to another person, it not only boosts that person's soul and heart, it boosts your own. So it's like, that can only be a good thing. So when you sit and you are completely comfortable with who you really are, that's when you can shine your light the brightest and help other people at the same time. So in the middle of this spread is the High Priestess. So this is the all-knowing. This is really connecting with your intuition and your higher self. And at the time of the full moon, this is a very potent time in general to tap into that divine energy that we all can tap into and channel this. So you can ask yourself, you can ask your higher self any question in order to get clarity on something. So you can light some incense, even if you're not you don't have tarot cards or anything like that. You can meditate. You can just sit silently. You can put on some soothing music. You can light some incense, light a candle, even sit, even pray to the outside, to the full moon. Ask your higher self. Ask to connect to your higher self and whatever's troubling you, whatever issue you want to know. Ask that from a sincere place. Speak the words out loud, what you need to know, and just take some time to sit in peace and think deeply about what it is you need to clarity on. And after that, if you just let it go after that, you find that the answer will come to you. This could come within like minutes, hours, or it could come within a few days. But you'll find once you've done that from an authentic place, you will see, spirit will show you, you will be guided to the answer. And it may not come in an exact way that you imagine. It's usually something something completely random. That's the way the universe works. But you will come to realise the answer to your question. You'll come to realise that the answer's been given to you in some way or another. You're going to get the clarity. So I suggest doing that, because this is going to be a valuable energy to sit in, and it will give you the strength, and it will reassure you that you're on the right path. We've also got, there's a lovely romantic sweet energy, and astrologically at the moment we have Venus. There's a lot of beautiful dreamy conjunctions that have been happening with Venus, and she's been close to Pisces, and it's now Venus in Aries, so this is a lot of This is people taking the initiative and starting something new, and there's sparks in the air. There is a strong sense here of transforming relationships at the moment. We have the Four of Wands, which is the commitment, stability. We've got the Two of Cups, which is the soulmate union card. We have the Hierophant, which is divine marriage, a sacred commitment. We have the Knight of Cups, which is the energy of bringing forth something heartfelt, something loving. It's a messenger. You could be meeting someone new around about now, or someone could be bringing you a gift for Valentine's. You could be going out on a date, but there's a strong cosmic connection energy just now. So a lot of people will be coming into this kind of deep commitments and deep connections with other people. So that's why it's extra important to be doing this work where you're balancing your emotions with your knowledge and your wisdom, and standing in your power in terms of who you really are, and knowing that you deserve the best for you. And it's like this energy where you no longer are settling for something. You know that you deserve the best vibrational match for you, and that's why you need to sit with yourself and know yourself, so you're attracting your equal counterpart that matches your high vibrational energy at this time. Because equally we have a scattered energy where a lot of people are, it's like there's a lot of options, there's a lot of choices for directions, there's a lot of fantasy in the air, because we have Neptune and powerfully placed, and with this Neptune energy, this is all about dreaming, and this is all about the ethereal realm. So with that, you can find yourself going down this rabbit hole where you are like living in some alternate reality in a way, because a few days after the full moon we've also got Mercury retrograde, and this is going to be very hazy Neptunian energy, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. This is when you can reconnect to things from the past and bring them back in a way, but and not the things that you've needed to let go, the things that are important and have completed a cycle, but are now ripe and ready to appear again in your realm. And this will make you reflect on important, vital information and channel these ethereal energies. So it's actually a very powerful, potent energy. But at the same time, we have to make sure that we're not limiting ourselves and getting stuck in an old pattern. Because with the Eight of Swords, this is being stuck in a mental way. So we have to open our eyes and recognise patterns that no longer serve us, that we've been able to let go of, and to when things come up from the past, not to get triggered by them, and to try just own your feelings, even if you have unsettling feelings about something, which we do with that's just natural. We can do all the work on ourselves that we can, but there's still going to be things that come up that maybe unsettle us. So it's important that we don't be triggered too much by this, and instead just feel these unsettling feelings, because that's where the answer is and that's where the transformation is. Allow yourself to feel, because when this is actually a blessing and a gift when you have these uncomfortable feelings, because it means there's room for transformation and growth, and you're only getting stronger and stronger as a soul, and you're given these lessons because you're loved so much by spirit, by the divine, so you can grow more and really expand your consciousness to become the most evolved soul you can be. So remember and know that, and not feel victimized by some kind of hurdle that comes up or some kind of mental anguish that comes up. Remember that these things are challenges, but we'll get through them. They're just small bumps that we're going to get over and we're going to get through, and we have done so many times in the past. So remind yourself that when something comes up, take a breath and know that you're supported and you will be able to overcome whatever it is. Because the energies in general are so positive, and it's really pushing us to open up to the joys and the loving energy and all the opportunities around us, because there's also this manifestation that's coming in, and this is going to be a culmination of something that you've really worked on. You're going to get there's like a lot of abundance coming in, so you could be receiving some money or some opportunities coming in around about now that you've been working towards this far, and this is going to really boost your self-esteem and your worth, and confirm a lot of things that you may feel that have been unclear at this time, and you may feel as if your efforts haven't been acknowledged. But know that this is all coming in the right time, and this energy in February is going to be such a joyous energy to shine your light and be proud of your accomplishments, and actually have that extra spark and courage within yourself to really admire yourself and who you are. It's like, treat yourself at this time, like buy yourself something new to wear that makes you feel beautiful. Buy yourself a book that you've been thinking about buying for a while that really excites you. Take yourself out. If you're single, just take yourself somewhere and treat yourself. Have a bath with rose petals, because you are a divine being and you should pamper yourself and you should feel that connection to the divine. We've also got the Queen, so we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords together on the board, which is a divine counterpart when there's two court cards of the same suit. This means this is divine connections. So there's male and female divine fated connections that will be highlighted round about now, with the strong Hierophant energies coming in, and the Two of Cups. So if you are in a relationship or a connection, be open to nurturing this in a healthy way and really expressing yourself authentically, and building a foundation together that is full of genuine love and imaginative visions. Because with the stability and being structured and having this foundation, we have this dreamy energy, and it's like this is reminding us that we shouldn't be limited by we shouldn't be limited by the 3D world. We should dream big, as cliche as it may sound. We should, nothing is impossible. Whatever you can imagine, and like fantasizing and visioning, everything that's real now was once just a thought. So thoughts become real in time. So imagine this beauty. Imagine what your ideal life looks like. And it doesn't, there's no holds barred with this. You could be living in a castle in the clouds with golden unicorns flying round you. Why not? Vision and fantasize what your ultimate dream is. And this tells you a lot about who you really are, and like, and what your soul is kind of yearning for in a way. So it's like you let your imagination run loose, because this puts you in a real pure state. This puts you in touch with source and creation in a way, and that's when you can live in your authentic space. This is when you can draw in these beautiful energies that will surround you, and that will really resonate with you, and make you kind of content and feel alive. Right, I'm going to do just a card from the Kuan Oracle, and this is kind of goddess, divine, feminine messages that I just got recently. So, one card, please. One card for guidance for the energies at this full moon and surrounding this full moon, please. Right. Okay, this is called To the Celestial Mountain, which is really cool because I've just been reading all about Mount Shasta at the moment, so this is quite strange. 41. Right. There are times when divine energy is needed to help us achieve our spiritual goals. When you do not feel completely in control of your destiny, the divine is usually gifting you with an opportunity to reach for assistance and to invoke divine power, to call to the celestial mountain so that you might be gifted with a far superior outcome. Your permission to beings that love you unconditionally to offer you help is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower those forces to come to your aid and help you manifest your life purpose and destiny. You are being asked to empower the divine to help you, to call to the celestial mountain within your own heart, to reach out and allow the divine to assist your current life unfoldment. We live in a free will universe, and no matter how much you're loved, in fact, because you're so loved and respected, no being will intervene for you without your permission. Do not believe that asking for help means that you will grow weak or dependent on and not grow spiritually. You're doing this to grow in your own mastery at a soul level, not to hand over your life and not take personal and spiritual responsibility for it anymore. Asking for spiritual assistance helps you grow in trust, wisdom, and understanding of the nature of the universe and how it operates. Learning to ask for and receive divine assistance helps us learn the art of surrender so that we can merge with greater spiritual forces than our own individual selves. Something wonderful begins to happen. You will discover that your divine self is a powerful, living expression of the source of the universe. You have within you the power, love, and substance of the source of life itself. When we call to the celestial mountain, we are remembering that we are divine in our own heart. We gain power through this remembrance, and we can help others remember too. So the more you choose to spiritually empower the divine to assist you, the stronger and more conscious your relationship with beings of light becomes, and the more you begin to realise that similarities that exist between your own divine nature and these beings, in other words, in keeping good spiritual company, you begin to realise your true nature. Make sure that you empower those beings who genuinely love you unconditionally. When asking for help, always say 3 times, I call on those beings who love me unconditionally. Then say, I thank you for your clear guidance and assistance on this matter, so that I may grow in my own spiritual mastery with peace, love, and joy of my own free will. So be it. Okay, so this lines up with what I was saying earlier about calling on your divine higher self. So this could be a goddess that you connect with. This could be an ascended master, an angel, Jesus, God, whoever you resonate with. Doing this really empowers you, and it really connects you to yourself, to the true soul essence and your true path. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was of some help to you, and I hope you have an amazing month. Okay, much love. Thank you. Bye.